the work, the clinical work done by Dr. Esselstyn proves the point that food is indeed a key to healthy life. And your book says that, and it goes one step further. It says food is climate. How did you come to write this book, Food is Climate?
Well, I was learning more and more about the relationship between animal agriculture and global warming. And I came across a paper by Dr. Sailesh Rao that argued that 87% of greenhouse gases can be attributed to animal agriculture. Now, the UN had initially said that 18% of greenhouse gases could be attributed to animal agriculture. They later caught flack with certain animal agriculture interests, and so they reduced that to 14.5%. And the World Watch Institute did a paper in which they attributed 51% of greenhouse gases to animal agriculture. So I had heard the numbers 18% and 14.5% and 51%, but now Sailesh Rao was saying 87%. So I got in touch with Sailesh and went over his paper with him and asked him questions. And I believe he's right. Now nobody could be exact about these numbers because there are all kinds of factors that are hard to quantify. Now, Sailesh, for example, in quantifying the number at least 87%, did not include animal respiration. There are 25 billion animals that are farmed animals that are breathing out carbon dioxide. He didn't include that. So that would raise it higher than 87%. Also, when we have these industrial fishing operations, they trawl the bottom of the ocean, and that kicks up sediment that should be just left alone, but it kicks up sediment from the bottom of the ocean, and that carbon goes into the ocean and reduces the carbon capture potential of the ocean. Can anybody quantify that? No. Does anyone know how much carbon is being kicked up from the bottom of the oceans? No. And when industrial fishing harms phytoplankton populations, we're reducing the sequestration potential of phytoplankton. Can anybody quantify that? I don't think so. So there are all kinds of ways in which this is a part of a very complex, almost impossible to capture, web of life and forces that you can't really know exactly how much could be attributed to animal agriculture. But let me give you an example. When whales poop, that poop fertilizes the phytoplankton. They thrive when there are whales around. And the phytoplankton emit a chemical called dimethyl sulfide that rises in the atmosphere, bonds with water droplets, and forms clouds. The clouds cool the planet. So, nobody with a harpoon ever thought about that before they killed a whale. But these are interactions in the web of life that protect the planet. And so nobody is able to calculate how many less clouds we have because we've killed whales. But we have less clouds because we've killed whales. And so nobody can quantify exactly how much global warming is caused with all these minute interactions.